In 1997, the fighting game world welcomed a new title that introduced a unique concept, setting it apart from its competitors. That game was Bloody Roar.
Get ready, fight!
Initially released as Beasterizer in arcades before being brought to PlayStation by Hudson Soft. Amid the dominance of fighting games like Tekken, Street Fighter, and Mortal Kombat, Bloody Roar managed to capture attention thanks to its innovative gameplay mechanics. While most fighting games relied solely on hand-to-hand combat or weapon-based attacks, Bloody Roar introduced a transformation element that made it truly stand out. One of the key features that distinguished Bloody Roar from other fighting games was the beast form system. Each character in the game had the ability to transform into a ferocious beast, such as a wolf, tiger, bat, or even a fanged rabbit. This transformation wasn't just a visual change. It also granted the character increased strength, speed, and access to more brutal special attacks. This system created an exciting combat dynamic, as players had to balance their strategy between fighting in human form or transforming into a beast to unleash devastating damage. The success of the first game prompted Hudson Soft to continue the franchise with several sequels, further increasing its popularity on PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2. Bloody Roar 2, 1999, introduced more characters, a deeper storyline, and improved visuals with smoother animations. Then, Bloody Roar 3, 2000, marked the franchise's debut on the PlayStation 2, featuring sharper 3D graphics and more dramatic transformation effects.
Perfect!
Finally, Bloody Roar 4, 2003, became the last entry in the series, introducing new mechanics such as the Hyper Beast mode, which allowed unlimited transformation time, but with certain drawbacks. From a gameplay perspective, Bloody Roar was known for its fast-paced and aggressive mechanics, making it stand out from other fighting games. Compared to Tekken, its controls were simpler and more accessible, making it easier for newcomers to pick up while still offering strategic depth for players who wanted to master it. Distinct fighting style that reflected their animal form, adding variety to the gameplay experience. Additionally, the game featured interactive arenas, where players could slam opponents through walls and expand the battle area, further enhancing the intensity of the fights. With its fresh concept and unique mechanics, Bloody Roar became a fan-favorite fighting game throughout the late 90s and early 2000s. However, despite its early success, the franchise gradually faded into obscurity and eventually disappeared without a trace. Several key factors led to the franchise's discontinuation, ranging from internal issues within its developer to fierce competition in the fighting game industry. One of the main reasons for Bloody Roar's disappearance was Hudson Soft's acquisition by Konami in 2012. Before this acquisition, Hudson Soft was an active studio developing various franchises, including Bloody Roar. After merging with Konami, many of their projects were discontinued, including their fighting game development. Konami itself prioritized its major franchises such as Metal Gear, Castlevania, and Pro Evolution Soccer, leaving Bloody Roar with no future prospects. Moreover, the final entry in the franchise, Bloody Roar 4, failed to introduce significant innovations compared to its competitors at the time. While it introduced the Hyper Beast mode, many players felt that this feature made the game less balanced. Additionally, the single-player story mode was uninspiring, and changes to the character roster were not well received by longtime fans. Meanwhile, other fighting games like Tekken 5, Mortal Kombat Deception, and Soul Calibur 2 continued to evolve with deeper mechanics, more diverse gameplay modes, and impressive visuals. The transformation concept that once made Bloody Roar stand out no longer felt innovative enough to attract new players. As the 2000s progressed, the fighting game industry became increasingly competitive. Tekken, Street Fighter, and Mortal Kombat remained dominant, while other titles like Soul Calibur and Guilty Gear gained a strong following. With the rising competition, Bloody Roar struggled to stay relevant, lacking the unique appeal needed to compete. Additionally, in the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 era, the gaming industry shifted its focus toward realistic graphics and online multiplayer, areas where Bloody Roar had no strong legacy to build upon. The absence of ports or remasters for previous titles only pushed the franchise further into obscurity, making it increasingly forgotten by newer generations of players. Konami also showed no interest in reviving the franchise. Even as the trend of remakes and remasters grew, there was no news or leaks about a Bloody Roar comeback. In 2011, rumors surfaced that Bloody Roar 5 was in development, but these rumors were ultimately proven false. There are no signs that Konami will bring back the franchise, and they seem more focused on financially lucrative projects like eFootball or their classic game collections. Given the current situation, the chances of Bloody Roar making a return are very slim, unless there is significant demand from the community or another studio expresses interest in reviving it. However, with the increasing popularity of classic fighting game remakes, such as Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter, there is always a small possibility that Bloody Roar could get a second chance. Bloody Roar may have long disappeared from the gaming industry, but for its fans, this game still holds a special place in their hearts. From its unique beast form transformation mechanic to its signature fast-paced combat, Bloody Roar was once a fighting game that dared to be different. Unfortunately, with Hudson Soft's acquisition by Konami and the lack of innovation in its final installment, the franchise eventually faded away amidst the increasingly fierce competition in the fighting game genre. To this day, there are no signs that Konami will revive the game. However, with the growing trend of remakes and reboots, there's always a chance for a comeback. So, what do you think? Does Bloody Roar still deserve a place in today's highly competitive gaming landscape? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in another video.